All right, my man. State your name. Let them know you're on Nicovelli TV.
Yeah, Marcus. I'm on Nicovelli TV.
That's what's up. Knick fan?
Yes.
All right, man. When did you start watching the Knicks, and who's your favorite player?
I started watching when I was 7. That was the first time I started playing, and my favorite player has always been Carmelo.
What you like about Carmelo Anthony's game?
Post play.
Yeah?
Post up game. How he could back down, he could turn around, hit you with a fade, or he could just take you to the lane.
Now, speaking of Carmelo Anthony, do you think he had help, or do you think he tried to carry the team on his back? Carmelo Anthony
tried to carry most of the load.
I mean, he was playing with Tyson Chandler, Felton, Chris Porzingis, He even had Jeremy Lin. I mean, when I mention these players, man, you think the chemistry was there under Mike Woodson, who was the coach at the time?
Nah, I think Carmelo was just caught up in his own stardom. Everybody used to really love Carmelo, so I think mainly he just thought he could take it all by himself. He could do it by himself, and he was shouldering a big load for his team.
Yeah. So you don't consider him as a ball hog? I was critique Melo's game. From what I'm hearing from certain New Yorkers, they're saying that Carmelo Anthony played iso ball, isolation, half-court ball, basically.
Yeah, I say when you stick to your strengths, that's the best thing you should work on. If he were to have doing a couple more passes, I think he would have had a better result. But yeah, I do officially think that he was a great isolation player, and that was just his strength. I don't consider that as a ball hog. More so, he was just one of those players that stuck within himself.
All right. Now, we had Jeremy Lin on the Knicks at the time.
Yes.
Now, Linsanity, God was going crazy at the time. Some say that Melo was feeling salty.
Yeah.
Or you agree with that?
I put myself in his shoes. I think that was probably one of the reasons too. He had other stars around him. He's used to being the main spotlight since Denver. He was one of the top ones to talk about, especially with J.R. Smith on the team and stuff like that. Jeremy Lin was the point guard. He was supposed to have the ball most of the time, and I don't think that probably fit well with Carmelo's way of doing things. So.
Now you mentioned another player, J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith. Yeah.
Was you a fan of J.R. Smith when he was on the Knicks?
Of course. That boy's shot is deadly.
Yeah. What you like about his game, man? Besides his shot.
I like he could do things two ways. He was a defender, not the best, but he was a defender. He could definitely run with the best. He could run and gun with one of the best, and also he had a great driving inside game. He could dunk on most of anybody, as far as I see.
But do you consider him so much of as a nutcase? Some say that J.R. Smith wasn't disciplined. He would tie people's shoelaces at the foul line. Come on, talk to me about that, man. I seen some good long ranges Curry shots that he would launch off time by time, but for the most part, talk to me. You got the right to like him.
I don't know, man. I think he was just he ain't really taken too seriously,
But you saw the talent, though. Saw the skill.
The talent's there.
All right, Tyson Chandler.
A big man, great tenacious rebounder, great glass cleaner. I felt like they should have put him more on the offense more. They should have gave him more alley-oop plays, more plays in the paint involving him. If they would have worked around Tyson Chandler versus the front court, they would have worked more for the back court. I think that would have been a lot better because he was 7 foot, giant. There wasn't too many teams that was able to stop him.
Okay. Now, when I talk about the Knicks of the day, we had Trey Burke. Was you a fan of Trey Burke? Tim Hardaway Jr., Courtney Lee? How you feel about these players? Kevin Knox?
I don't think they have good chemistry together. A lot of those teams, a lot of the players on Knicks team today played against each other.
Why you say that?
There's a lot of tension. I think.
So you heard about that Lonzo Trier ball hogging? He wasn't getting along with the vets.
I think what we need to do with that specific team is have them work on their chemistry together. Make them go back to the basics, passing the ball around and basic running. I think that might actually help something. I think that might actually make the team a little different.
So who you think got the problem of holding on to the ball? Because like they say, Alonzo Trier was accused of being a ball hogger. Do you agree with that?
I think anybody can be a ball hog on the team, honestly. It's just about working together. Nobody knows how to work together on the team today. I haven't seen them really do much as far as like back then when old school players was playing, like Patrick Ewing and them. I think they need better teamwork. It's just where I stand on that.
Now, speaking of Pat, because you're a great fan of Pat, you think Pat should have had rings, or you think it's Pat's fault that he don't have the ring?
I think he should have had a ring.
Yeah.
But then again, he was playing with players like Jordan, so it was difficult for anybody to get a ring.
But Jordan's just one man, man.
True. He's the GOAT, though.
Instead of Michael Jordan, the GOAT.
If he was
It
on
hurts
the
to
Knicks,
say it, right?
It does. If he was on the Knicks, I think we would have got a ring. There was no way of stopping him there. I think if we would have had Jordan, we would have picked him up. The Knicks' future would have been a lot different.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think it's easier said than done? Because a lot of people come to the Knicks. All right, prime example. Remember when Tim Hardaway Jr. was on Atlanta Hawks? He played against the Knicks. I believe he went to like 3 or 4 OTs. Did you see that game?
So one of those three.
He's going crazy. Then he comes to the Knicks and he's like up and down like the stock market. I'm trying to say, I feel that it's much easier for someone to play against us than to play for us. The pressure of New York. You don't think there's a lot of pressure?
It is, definitely. It's definitely easier said than done.
Yeah, like these players, Kevin Knox, Kevin Durant, that we keep hearing whispering that could possibly come to the Knicks. Do you think them players can handle the pressure being seen in a Knicks uniform? Starting with Kyrie. If Kyrie was on the Knicks, what do you think it would be like?
He'll be frustrated and he'll leave in a week. He'll get mad.
Kyrie?
I think he would.
Why you say that?
It's the my personal experience of being on the court when you play with people that you think that you're better than, and then you got people that you're trying to play with and you're trying to work with. It's difficult to adjust because you got the one guy that's like, all right, let's do this for the team, and then there's one guy that's like, well, I could do this myself, you know?
So you say that to say what? That Kyrie's a selfish player?
Not a selfish player, but I think that he might get caught up in his own numbers because he might see that not everybody can play at his level. I think that he might get frustrated in New York when he sees that some people aren't going to take it too serious and some are. It's a conflict then. Maybe I'm just ahead of myself.
No, I mean, it's very interesting the angle that you threw at me concerning his game. And what about Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant,
him in a Knicks uniform. You think?
I don't see it happening. I think he's in love with the fact that Golden State is just there right now.
But Golden State don't respect him, man.
I know.
Draymond Green, and you know what Draymond Green said? When you leaving, Kevin Durant's hurt right now, and Golden State Warriors is in the finals, although they lost Game 1 to Toronto Raptors, you know? But I'm just saying, like, do you think Kevin Durant could put the Knicks on his back if he was to come this way? Or do you think he'll be like Kyrie, frustrated? Because in your eyes, you telling me that Kyrie will be frustrated. You think he'll show the same frustrations he showed in Boston?
I don't see it. I don't see him coming to the Knicks. I think that he'd also get very frustrated. He's one of those players that want to win so bad. He's focused on that ring right now. Like, he got the rings that he wanted with Golden State. If he were to come to New York, he probably won't have the same pressure being that he's already a champ. However, then he might still be like, you know, I want to get a championship here. And then when it doesn't pan out, and instead of trying to focus on what was wrong during the season, he's going to get upset.
All right. And last but not least, Zion. How did you feel about Zion? the draft pick. And then it comes to the Knicks. We got the third draft pick, so we picked up
I seen
R.J. Barrett.
Zion in college when he was doing a thing from college and high school.
Right?
That one's pretty tough. I just want to have. I'm gonna have to wait and see him play a few games.
And if you had to
NBA.
choose Zion or Anthony Davis to come to the Knicks, who would you pick?
Anthony Davis, only because I've seen him play.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that you could just toss it up to him. He's like another LeBron almost. You could just toss it up to him, he'll go get it. It's not hard to play with Anthony Davis. Zion, though, he's got talent. He's got skill. I can't take that from him. That's
Some say he would bring
interesting.
excitement to the Garden. You know, ticket sales, you know.
Yeah.
Knicks fans want to see some excitement, but
Especially doing all them windmills and 360s.
most importantly, man, we want a motherfucking chip.
That's the end goal.
All right, with that being said, it's your boy Nicovelli on Nicovelli TV. All my viewers, y'all know what it is, man. Like and subscribe to the channel. And with that, we out. Peace.
Peace.